Hey guys, Garrett Walker here with liveanabolic.com. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to get back in shape after 50 utilizing my TriCon training. Alright, so basically what I'm going to cover in this video is the type of resistance training you should be focused on if you're getting back into shape and you're 50, 60, alright, whatever age you're at. If you're just starting back, one of the better protocols you can utilize is my TriCon training protocols, alright? Alright, but before I get into that, man, age is just a number. You've heard it time and again, but there's so much truth into that statement, alright, in that statement. But just because you're 50 doesn't mean you can't get lean, doesn't mean you can't build muscle. You can still do all of those things, you just gotta focus on doing them differently, alright? That's the key point. Don't jump straight into working out like you did 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, or even if you didn't work out, you haven't worked out since high school, and you remember your football coaches putting you through workouts. Don't ever do that, all right? I wouldn't recommend that if you're in your 20s, all right? So, but especially if you're in your 40s, because right now the goal is injury prevention. If you get injured now that you're older, that may be enough to keep you out of the gym for a long time, all right? So don't even try to go back into doing what you used to do, because you've got to completely change things up. All right, a couple tips real quick I want to give you before I get into how to structure your workout. One thing I would recommend is write your goals down. Be precise with your goals, all right? Are you needing to lose weight? How much weight are you needing to lose? Are you needing to just, you look good, you just don't feel good. You just needing to get fit, conditioned. Are you just skinny? You've been a hard gainer your whole life and you're now 50 and deciding, you know what? You want to start building muscle. Be very clear and precise with what your goals are. Write it down, all right? Keep it there. And then also what I like to do is make little notes. And little notes about how you're feeling on your positive days. When you feel good, write positive thoughts. Leave little sticky notes all over with little positive thoughts, all right? And I like to do that just as reminders, especially leaving crap by your refrigerator and your pantry, all right? Because it gets hard after you've gotten a couple weeks, 3 weeks into this. You're doing good because, you know what, you're gung-ho initially, but then you're starting to get tired of the process and your mind starts playing tricks on you and it gets a little bit more difficult to follow through, all right? So one little tip I want to give you to avoid that is rid your pantry and your fridge of junk food. Get rid of all of the sugars and pastries and breads, and get rid of the crap processed foods. Get all of that out of your house, replace it with good food. All right, you can have good snacks, just choose good gluten-free snacks, and nut mixes are really good. Add some fruits, whatever you want, but just get rid of all of the sugary crap. And that's gonna make a big difference. That way when you're wanting to cheat, you're not gonna have anything at your house to cheat with. All right, so that's one of the big things I wanna share with you guys. Make sure you do that. All right, now let's get into the TriCon training and the way you need to be working out. Start 2 to 3 days a week. All right, you gotta do resistance training. All right, regardless of where you're at, what you wanna do, whether it's build muscle, lose fat, resistance training is gonna help fuel both of those goals. So you wanna do resistance training 2 to 3 days a week initially. All right, so start small. If you can build up to 4 days a week, that's great. But if not, if you just need to start at 2 days a week, start cleaning up your eating habits. Work out on a Monday or Tuesday, take a day or two off, and then do another workout, full body workout after that. So just start small if you have to. If you can start out with 3 days a week, every other day, that's perfect. All right, so it just depends on what you can realistically do. That's the key as well. Be realistic when you're writing this out or when you're planning this, because first thing you want to do is plan. After you get your plan in place, then you want to prepare for your plan. After you get prepared, that's preparing food, reviewing your week of exercises, workouts, whatever you have to do, and then you're going to execute it that week. All right, plan, prepare, and execute. Those are the 3 things I've always said. Those are the 3 things you want to follow week after week. All right, but you got to have a plan. Once you have your plan, you have to be prepared for that plan. And then the execution is just mental. You just go out and do it. Whether you feel like it or not, there's days I don't even feel like going to the gym. You know, I feel like crap. I'm like, you know what? I'm just feeling lazy, lethargic, whatever it is. Guess what? I get in my car, I get to the gym. Once I get started, I'm happy I'm there. So it's just your mind trying to prevent you from doing something. So keep that in mind. It's going to be challenging initially, especially if you haven't done this in a while or for a while. But all right, so back to the training. TriCon Training, base your whole workout on compound lifts, all right? Compound lifts are basically gonna be squats, deadlifts, overhead press, big bang for your buck exercises. So make sure you're doing a bunch of compound lifts. They're also gonna help benefit your metabolism. It's gonna boost your metabolism. It's gonna help you burn fat. It's gonna help you build muscle. It's gonna boost your hormone profile. So you're getting a tremendous amount of benefits. That's why it's the biggest bang for your buck exercises. If you go straight to the gym, start doing a lot of isolation lifts, arm curls, lateral raises, you're not gonna get the same kind of benefits. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure you're really focused on doing those compound lifts 2 to 3 days per week. If you can do 4, then do 4. So let's say 2 to 4 days a week. How's that? 2 to 4 days a week, focus on compound lifts. That's gonna make a big difference. Also, check your ego at the door. Don't go into it thinking you have to lift heavy. That's the last thing you want to do now that you're older. All right, lifting heavy is going to overstimulate your central nervous system, destroy your joints. You're going to be gung-ho for 2-3 weeks, and then you're just going to burn out. All right, I want you to be energetic. So just gradually build up and use a weight that you have to really focus on your mind-muscle connection with everything you're doing. If you're doing squats, really lower the weight slow, raise the weight using nothing but your legs. You don't want to be using your lower back. You don't want to be burning your knees out, your lower back out, none of that stuff. It should all be something that your legs can handle. Same with bench press. You don't want to be overusing your shoulders. It should all be stretching the chest, contracting the chest, stretching the chest, contracting the chest, all right? Make sure the muscle is doing all of the work in all of these exercises you're gonna be performing. So a light enough weight that you can utilize a strong mind to muscle connection. So that's key, and that is also where my TriCon training comes in. I designed my TriCon training for older guys because what it does, it allows you to use less weight and still overload the muscle tremendously. All right, so it's gonna help save your joints though. You're not using your joints near as much. You're using a lighter weight. When you're in the isometric hold position of my TriCon sets, all you're focused on is contracting that muscle. You're not focused on raising the muscle, lowering the muscle. You're just holding a contraction and really honing in on that mind-muscle connection. So if you haven't done any of my TriCon exercises, if you haven't seen any of my videos, man, I've got some videos out there showing you how to do some of my TriCon exercises. And go ahead and check out some of those videos. I've got videos out for variations of squats, chest press, overhead press, different back rows. And there's a lot of things you can utilize as far as compound lifts with my TriCon training. So there's too many good benefits to not use it. So keep that in mind because again, I designed it specifically for you, man. The older guy, something I've been doing for several years now, and it saved my joints. I mean, I was hurting all of the time when I was working out because I was continuously trying to work out like I used to in my 20s and even early 30s. You can get away with a little bit more then than you can now. Now it's just about being smart, still stimulating the muscle, getting that optimal time under tension that's going to allow your muscle to really build and grow, be overstimulated, but not overstimulating your joints. So that's one of the key issues as well. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions about any of this, I hope all of this makes sense. I just definitely want you to know you can still get back into shape at 50. Even if you're 60, you can do it. Just be smart about it. And this is the type of workout I really want you to focus on. Workout designed around compound lifts, 2 to 4 days a week, all right? 2 to 4 days per week. And if you can do 4, you can do a split variation. If all of this is confusing for you, you want a done-for-you plan, done-for-you program, man, that's why I designed my Ripped After 40 program. I designed it for guys over 40, 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. It's a done-for-you program that includes carb cycling program, which is something else you want to be following. Now that you're older, you don't need carbs all of the time. However, you still need carbs to function optimally, to fuel your workouts, to boost your hormones, to recover optimally. So that comes with a carb cycling program. I've also got anabolic cardio. If you need to lose a lot of weight, then you need to be doing some cardio, but you need to make sure you're doing the right cardio, not the long duration cardio. That's going to be more detrimental. It's going to take too much time out of your day. It's going to require you working out 45 minutes to an hour every day just to get minimal results. So anabolic cardio is quick, intense cardio. There's sprint intervals you can do. It all depends on your fitness, conditioning levels, your joints, the joint health. If you can't do any of that stuff, there's metabolic circuits. There's so many different things in this program that's going to help you achieve your goals, whether it's get ripped, get lean, or build muscle. So keep that in mind. You can check out the link in the description box to get more information on my Ripped After 40 program. Also guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your buddies, families, friends, whoever you got, man. Just share it with some guys that can benefit from this information. And other than that, that's all I got. Put some of this stuff to use. If you got a question about how to structure this, you need a little bit more detail, then comment in the comment section. We'll get to that, man, and try to give you some more guidance, clarification to help you out. But man, that's all I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.